Hi storytellers, I'm Story Seller Jason Hakes. Welcome to Sell Your Story. In this video, I'll share 3 tips on how to write a better book description like this one for Backyard Starship, a sci-fi novel by J.N. Chaney and Terry Maggart, published in 2021. I'm really intrigued by this book description because it does something bold. It challenges a convention in writing book descriptions that I think you could use to sell your stories. So, like and subscribe, and let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna read this book description to you. When Van Tudor returns to his childhood home, he inherits more than the family farm. His grandfather used to tell him fantastic stories of spacemen and monsters, princesses and galactic knights. Little did Van realize the old man's tales were more than fiction, they were real. Hidden beneath the old barn, Van's legacy is waiting, a starship not of this world. With his combat AI, an android bird named Perry, Van takes his first steps into the wider galaxy. He soon finds that space is far busier and more dangerous than he could have ever conceived. Destiny is calling. His grandfather's legacy awaits. Embark on the adventure of a lifetime with USA Today best-selling author J.N. Chaney and Terry Maggart in this brand new science fiction series. If you're a fan of found spaceships and galactic quests for glory, this might just be the story you've been waiting for. That sounds amazing. But why does it sound amazing? Well, because of the marketing copywriting it used. Let me go ahead and give you the tips. You can use these for yourself. So the first thing that I want to talk about is that thing that I teased a minute ago that is so impressive to me about this book description. Tip number 1, use a skimmable layout. I got to be honest, the first time I read this, I skimmed it because they drew my eyes to the bolded sections and I was already impressed. Then I went back and read the rest of it, and I was even happier with it. You're going to have a lot of shoppers who are skimmers. They don't read every word of the product description. Maybe when you're looking for a book, you don't read every single word. You got to lean into that. Make your book description skimmable. Draw the eye in certain ways so that the shopper can get in, read the description, see enough, and then buy the book and move on. That's a quicker sell for you. Here's tip number 2. Use a value-add paragraph. What is a value-add paragraph? It's the kind of paragraph we have at the bottom of this description. Explore themes, and you talk more about yourself as an author. You can throw in some proof in there. Now, we don't have proof anywhere else in this description, but it's actually included here in the value-add, which is exactly what you want to do with the value-add. Also, it says brand new. Brand new is a buzzword. It makes people's brains explode. They love brand new. They love new. They love brand new even more. So good for you guys using that in your description. If you're a fan of found spaceships and galactic quests for glory, this just might be the story you've been waiting for. Now we specifically mentioned galactic quests for glory and these kinds of things. So that makes this even more exciting because we don't really know a lot about the plot of this. The guy found a spaceship and we don't know what he's actually going to be in for through the rest of the story. But that tells you in a soft way without being overt and packing in more plot details into the story summary. So the value add is doing its job. Use a value add paragraph. Let's move on to tip number 3. Use wordsmithing. You know, you can say a lot of things about your story. You can just give the basics, the essentials, but wordsmithing is where you start to have a little bit of fun. And it's where you can be a little bit more bold about describing the kind of story you're telling. This value add paragraph has some of my favorite wordsmithing of all of this description. If you're a fan of found spaceships, I didn't know you could be a fan of found spaceships, but I am now a fan of found spaceships because to just call out, you might be this kind of person. Well, then now you've qualified people. I am a fan. I am a fan of found spaceships. It's good wordsmithing. And who knew that you could say, hey, do you love that? They go, yeah, I actually do. I discovered that I do. Galactic quest for glory. That's all it is. A galactic quest for glory. It's like the biggest thing there could possibly be. And it sounds so good. Galactic quest for glory, the G's in there, glory. And to search for glory among the stars. This is amazing wordsmithing. It really gets you emotionally involved. This is my favorite part of all of it, though. This might just be. It might just be the story. Oh, I don't know. It's only a galactic quest for glory. It might just be something that you're interested in. Suddenly, it's done all this work to set the hook deep. Right now, it might just be the story. I don't know. The story you've been waiting for. Did you know? Did you know you were waiting for a galactic quest for glory? Well, this might just be the story you've been waiting for. And you go, you know, if I've been waiting for this, I'm a fan of found spaceships and galactic quest for glory, so this might just be the story I've been waiting for. This is wordsmithing. This is where you have way more fun, and it closes with that sentence, which makes it even better. So those are my 3 tips. These are the 3 things about this description that I think that they've done a great job with, and I think that you should use them for yourself. Again, that's use a skimmable layout, use a value add paragraph, and use wordsmithing. You'll sell more books. I hope you found these tips useful for selling your story. Like the video if you liked it, and subscribe so you don't miss future videos that also help you sell your story. And if you need my hands-on help with your book description, then click the link in this video's description to go to my website, isellyourstory.net. .com was taken. Thanks for watching. See you next time.